Identifying trends. What is a trend? A trend is a tendency for prices to move in a particular direction over a period of time. Trends can be short-term, long-term, upwards, downwards, and even sideways. I'm going to show you how to identify a trending market correctly. You can use this on any time frame. Anything that happens on a higher time frame can be fractal on the lower time frame. This is an uptrend market, making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. This is a downtrend market, making lower lows and lower highs, making lower lows and lower highs. This is a ranging market. Price action is moving sideways. This is when price action is consolidating, or there is a lot of indecision in the market which way the next move in the market will be. If price action makes a higher high and then a high low, we have a 75% probability price action is going to equal that high or create a new high. We see this as an opportunity and a high probability. This will happen vice versa for the downside too. This can happen on any time frame. However, the higher time frame analysis is more reliable for direction of the market. The lower TF can create a lot of noise and a lot of misdirection. At Empire FX, we do execute our trades on the lower time frames with confluence from the higher time analysis. Market structure. If you end up following my videos, you are going to see a lot of abbreviations on my charts. I would highly recommend using the same as our team so we can all trade the same way and all be very profitable, consistent traders together. COT, change of trend. BOS, break of structure. HH, higher high. HL, higher low. LL, lower low. LH, lower high. In this drawing, you will see we are making a higher high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, a higher high. Every time we make a new high, we are creating a break of structure. Remember, every time we are trending, making new highs, we have a 75% chance we are going to equal that high or create a new high. Once price action comes down and breaks the previous higher low, this is called a change of trend. A change of trend is a change of order flow of price action in the market. As you can see, once we have had a COT, we are now making a lower low. We should expect a lower high. Now it's trending to make a new lower low, creating a BOS every time. Now let's head over to TradingView so I can show you some real examples of trends and market structure.
Hey everyone, I just want to recap on the previous video and go into a deeper level on how to identify trends and market structure in a Forex market. This can be crypto, stocks, any kind of market, okay? I want to teach you valuable lessons here on how to read price action correctly. So please take notes, watch this video over and over again to identify this correctly. So firstly, we're on the daily chart here. Every candle represents one day. You're going to see, if you put your cursor, let's say this candle here. Let's look at this candle. Up the top here, you're going to see an O. Up top left-hand corner here. This means this is when the candle opened. All right, and then you're going to see a C over here. This is when the candle closed. And then H is for high. This is the high of the candle, which is the wick up here. And then the same with the L. Draws properly. L. We've got the low down here. Okay, so that's how you read the price action. Those key levels represent the price, so you can read the candles correctly. Okay, so let's get rid of this. All right, so what we want to do, we want to identify how trends work. All right, so let's start off with a downtrend. downtrends are making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then another lower low. And we have a 75% chance every time we're going to equal that low or create a new low if the market is trending. Okay, so I've already drawn some stuff on here just to show you how to identify it. Okay, so we'll start up here. So originally we had this little move up here, and we made a higher high, we made a higher low. Let's move this over, and then we had a previous higher high. The last higher low was here, and we broke this. So we've had actually a boss or a change of trend. Okay, so change of trend and boss are exactly the same thing. I like to use change of trend on the higher time frames just for my bias. It helps me identify the market better. So look, we've had a change of trend, and each candle is going lower, lower, lower. This is the low, and what do we expect after it's created a new lower low, a lower high, which has done this. Same thing again, after it creates a lower high, what do we expect if it's trending? We've got a 75% chance we are going to equal this low, or we're going to break past and create a new low. And exactly what it did. It created a new low. So you can see this is the bearish order flow right here. Okay. Now we've created a new lower low. Same thing again. We've created a lower high. This market is ranging sideways for a few days, going up and down. And what did it do? It made a new low, lower low. All right. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So this is where you need to read the price action of the candles up here to see if it's a lower high. So you'll see, let's put our cursor over this candle here. You'll see the low is reading 1.17617. That's the price. All right, that's the low up here. You can read up here. You see the low is there, 1.17617. How do we determine what the low is? The next candle is 1.17622. So price has actually gone up. This is how you can separate the difference between the candles of the highs and lows. So we found out this candle is actually the low because this one's lower than this one. All right. And this is actually lower high because this is actually inside bar. Okay. And straight away, 2 days later, we've created a new low, or 3 days later, a new lower low. Now, this is how we create change of trend. All right. So I use wicks for everything. People like to use full body closures of things. However, it's just people's different bias of what they use. I like to use wicks because I'll show you in a deeper level why I use wicks in later videos. So as the market's trending, we are still in a downtrend. So say we don't know what price action is behind here. We're still in a downtrend, all right? But we only change to uptrend or bullish market until we break above this lower high, okay? So, and what did we do here? We broke above this lower high, this candle here. So we've had a change of a trend, okay? And each candle here is going up, up, creating a new high, high. We've got to expect a pullback sooner or later. This is our high. Oh, get rid of that, sorry. Yep, we created a higher high, and now we'll come down to create a higher low, okay? Same thing again here, this is inside bar. This is your higher low, but we don't know it's a higher low until this has created a breaker structure and made a new higher high. So higher high, higher low. So we're in an uptrend at the moment. So let's just keep following this up. Same thing, each candle here is going up, up, up. This is the next higher high up here. So I'll just add these on as we go. Same thing again, higher high, same thing. We had a boss here, so we create this is your new higher low. And every time we know when it's creating a higher low or it's trending, we've got a 75% probability that it's going to equal that high or take out the new high, which it's doing. And so I just know this market's getting exhausted. So we are expected for a bigger pullback. All right, so we're creating a boss each time. Same thing again here. Higher high, higher low. All right, so I'll just show you how trends can be short-term sometimes. So this has been a long-term uptrend market, okay? I want to show you when it's a short-term. So we'll just bar by bar replay here. We create a new high. Now, I've actually already pre-made some templates over here. So we've created a change of trend. So we've broken past this higher low. All right, now we're expecting market to, we've changed trend. Now we expect to make a lower high to go lower low. However, we need to be aware of what market conditions do, and you need to adapt to the conditions of what's in front of you, okay? So look, we've had a change of trend. Let's see what it's doing. It's making a low, a new candle low, low, okay? So we've actually made a low here. All right, so look at this. This was a short-term trend. So on the lower time frame, I know on the 4-hour and lower, this would have been a short-term downtrend movement. All right, came down, we had a nice little squeeze, and then we've pushed back up. Now, so we've created a boss again, a breaker structure, and a change of trend again. So we are bullish again. So what do we expect after it's changed trend again? And you have to adapt, because markets won't always go in the direction you always want it to, but you need to get in the high probability areas to execute trades so you can protect your capital at all times. So we've had a change of trend here, a boss as well. We're going to expect a higher low now. We didn't get a lower high to continue on the trend. So let's just forecast this. We expect a high low down here somewhere, 75% probability. Let's come down here. All right, so if it breaks up here, this is your last high. Sorry. Okay, so you've got your high here. Will this be a high low? And there we go. We've had a breaker structure. We've broken this candle here. So we're still trending upwards for now, okay? All right. Now, let's just keep following it, just so you get an understanding. All right, so the market is ranging, all right? So we've got a high up here. The market's going sideways. I know on the lower time frames, this is going to go up and down, up and down. You can take advantage of that, definitely. All right, we've created a new high. So you just got your high here, high. We've got a high low, which is that one there. That's your last low. That's a high low. And now we've created another boss. So the market is still moving up uptrend. All right, you should always trade with the trend for higher. The trend is your friend, pretty much. That's what we're getting at. Okay, so if you trade the trend, you're going to have a higher strike rate. If you're always going for reversals, you are going to lose 90% of the time. All right, let's just keep going through this. So we've made a new high up here. We're going to create a high low again. Okay, this is what I want to talk to you about. So we've had a change of trend. So I like to use the wicks because most people are like, oh, we haven't had a full body close below here, below this direction. However, I know, which I'll go into deeper levels in upcoming videos, I know on a lower time frame, this will be in a balance or an order block that has to help me change the trend, the direction flow. So I use wicks because it helps me with my bias All right, so we had a change of trend. What do we expect after a change of trend? I expect we will have a lower high. All right, so we're going to look at a downtrend, expect a lower high. And I like to sometimes forecast, so I like to put these on here just to predict where I think price will roughly get to, which I'll show you in more videos later down the track. All right, and what happens after we make a lower high? We're going to expect to make a lower low or equal this low at least, okay? And there we go. We've had a boss. We've broken this low. We create a new low. We're going to create a new lower high. Perfect. And look at that, straight again, we're making a lower low. As you can see here, we are trending downwards. This is bearish order flow, all right? So same thing again. We've had a boss, a break of structure. What's it going to do now? We're going to create, there we go. So look, we create a new low here. Lower low. We've got a lower high up here. And as you can see, we are creating a nice downtrend here, okay? This is the basic understanding of how to identify trends and market structure. It works very well in all markets, and I'd highly recommend it.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, remember to like and subscribe and check out our other links in the description below. Trade safe and have a great day.